Here's to love, it's another year long. Here's to friends, old and new, here and gone. To the lessons we've learned and the bridges we burned. Here's to old lang syne. Here's to peace in our world far and near, and to our health. I'm just glad we're all here. To the tears that were cried and the love that survived, and to all a happy new year. To the lessons we've learned and the bridges we burned. Here's to old lang syne. Here's to peace in our world far and near, and to our health. Just glad we're all here. To the tears that were cried and the love that survived, and to all a happy new year. And to all a happy new
To all, a happy new year. That was Here's to Life, The Toast by Richard Vegnesi. I hope I said it right. He's a new artist for me. So welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Morristown on the first day of a brand new year. It's always kind of a mix, right? Kind of like woo and right? And so we're going to make it a special day so that it sets the tone for each of us for the new year, whether it is we're here in person or whether it is you're visiting with us online, either YouTube or on Facebook Live or on Twitter, or any day after today on the replay. So happy, happy, happy New Year and a blessed New Year. Today we do the burning bowl ceremony. So Lori is assisting me, and she's going to bless us with one of her freaking awesome poems. And we're going to do a form of visioning for the year, and then we're going to release whatever is in the way for the new year. So we're going to use our cards for the visioning and our fly paper for the release. And you'll get more instructions on that. So my name is Frankie Timmers, and I'm the spiritual director here at Center for Spiritual Living Morristown. I trust that you all had a beautiful holiday season and that that energy continues to carry you throughout the day and the new year. So those of you that are online, check us out on our website, cslmorristown.org. We have all kinds of things coming up. You know, I love stepping into a new year with some new spiritual education. And as most of you know, I do a lot of teaching, but I'm always the first one to sign up as a student because I really believe in this idea of having beginner's mind. I really believe stepping into studying something new. Last year, that was some of the books that were based on the work of Emma Curtis Hopkins, and that's not the first time. But it invited me to teach again. And so through visioning and through inner inspiration, I decided to take a whole year out, and we're only going to have one class a month, which means we're going to study one chapter a month. Those of you that say there's always too much homework, there won't be. The homework will mostly be inner work as you study the chapters, because Emma works with the 12 chapters, 12 stones in the Bible, 12 disciples, 12 lessons, 12 affirmations, things like that. And we're going to do one a month. It's usually the first Tuesday of the month. When is there a holiday, we'll figure it out. And then in between is an optional where we have like a meeting room on Zoom to discuss. And then I'm here to support you throughout the year as well. So the good news is that we have like 7 ministers signed up for it and about 7 practitioners, one of them Lori, and then we have some brand new students. So there's a beautiful blend of those of us who are interested in the work of Emma. I also want you to know that on the 22nd, we have Reverend Michelle Wadley coming here to speak and to present a workshop on her new book on forgiveness. She will bring the books, but you must sign up for the workshop on our Breeze link. And Cindy is going to come up because she's inspired for something new for the year. And while she's coming up here, I want to let you know that on Saturday we have the Healing Circle with Gail Belluardo at 7 p.m. Friday. First Friday of the month, so this Friday. Cindy, come on up.
Morning, everybody. I think you all know me, but if you don't know me online, I'm Cindy O'Dell. I've been here and gone, and I'm back again. And this is my home. Reverend Michelle, several years ago, when I was still a little kid here, talked about having salons. It was a big, fancy word that I associated with the intelligentsia of history. And I was very small, and I didn't realize, or I didn't think, that I thought big thoughts. And over the years, I am claiming my place among the big thinkers that are all of you and all these big thinkers that got us where we are now. It was new thought then. It's not new thought now, but to a lot of people it is. And I'm inviting you to do what I'm going to do. I'm starting what I'm calling the not quite, what did I call it? The not quite the conquered conversations. Or then? Question mark. Because we are big thinkers. And what I'm encouraging you to do is to invite a few friends over, friends from here, friends from anywhere, and talk about what you're doing, thinking, saying, reading, how this is impacting your life, because I want you to teach me. I want to know what you're reading. I want you to know what I'm doing. And if you can't tell, I am so deliriously excited about this. For me, a small group is more intimate. We can talk more intimately among a few people, and so I have given a few invitations. It doesn't mean that you're excluded. It just means I don't have any more chairs in my house. But I'm encouraging you to do this, and especially as a way to help grow Center for Spiritual Living Morristown. It's intimidating to walk in here for the first time, but it's not intimidating to go with somebody to a friend's house to have a cup of coffee and chat. So if you haven't got one of my flyers, I have more. I'm going to leave them on the sign and go for it. I am so excited. Love you all.
Yes, Cindy, back from Vermont. We're so happy to have her back, right? All right, so I want to do, before we do the opening treatment, instead of a namaste practice, which is where we greet one another, namaste means the divinity in me greets the divinity in you. I just want you to just do it with 1 or 2 people. Just greet them and give them a New Year's blessing. So turn to 1 or 2 people and give them a New Year's blessing. Completely happy. 2023 be awesome. And let's treat our word for affirmative prayer. So right here, right now, as we come together, we come together. First, we come together with self, with a small s, and self with a capital S, with our human nature and our divine nature, with our human self and our God self, for they are one, always have been, always will be. It's the only thing that the mind does to say they're separate or to think they're separate, whether we're conscious of it or not. So today, on the first day of a brand new day, a brand new year, a brand new month, we embrace this idea of the oneness of all life. And in the experience of that, we deepen in the flow of love and wisdom and peace and harmony and grace and joy and celebration. So what's left then is awe and gratitude, curiosity and joy for this gift of life that we've each been given, and the learning of how we can more freely express it and let go of whatever is in the way. So we turn this knowing over to the universal law, which already knows how to demonstrate it for us in the highest and best ways, and we simply trust, and so it is.
So it is.
So, I'm doing this 13 Days of Christmas, which is the work of Alexander Shia, and today is the 8th day, and the word is co-create. And I thought, how cool is that today, the 1st of January, the word is co-create, which is really what we're talking about today, what Lori and I are doing. And what we're doing for ourselves and with each other is this idea of co-creation. There are so many people in the world who don't make the connection that mind creates experience. You do. You know this, or you wouldn't be here. Have we all mastered it perfectly? Heck no. But are we all on that journey through our studies, our reading, our spiritual practices, our connection with one another, our life? I mean, even what Cindy is talking about is a way for us to say, yes, I co-create. My mind has something to do with that. And so today we're like given a clean slate, right? I'm not the kind of person that does New Year's resolutions, but I spend a lot of time at the end of the year journaling about the year, what I learned, what were the gifts and the blessings, what was not so easy, what was challenging, and those challenges, how can they be gifts, and what am I letting go of, and what is my intention for the new year. And so there is this theme that we are experiencing as a community, Centers for Spiritual Living and Center for Spiritual Living Morristown and Centers for Spiritual Living at large, and that theme is living out loud. We have these fabulous journals that are for sale that you can follow. The theme for the month, the theme for the day, the theme for the year. You can take notes. What I'm here to tell you is I don't usually use the topics. But the theme and the message is there. So this is Living Out Loud, a spiritual journey, and January is, I already forgot, Root and Reboot. So we're rebooting today, and next week and the weeks after that we're going to revisit the basic principles of the Science of Mind, which is, for those of you that don't know, in the first 4 chapters of the Science of Mind textbook. That's all you study. You get the essence of what we are about. And so the one thing that I learned in the last few years is this idea of uncertainty. And that temptation, that desire to know everything and to know what's going to happen and to know what's next is such an illusion and caused me so much suffering that I've really been willing to embrace this idea of uncertainty, knowing that the one thing that's certain is my connection with Spirit that wants to come more alive by means of me. And it's true for each and every one of you. And there's only one way that can happen, is by you being fully yourself. And so that's what we're looking at today, is that how can I be more fully myself, and what needs to be released, what's in the way. So we are exploring this idea of greater possibility, just being open to possibility, feeling lighter, feeling more trusting, having more faith, experiencing surrender to the divine essence within us, being more spontaneous, maybe having a little more joy. Because I think the last few years, kind of, the joy got sucked out of it a little bit, right? You know, it's like, oh. So what we do then is we enter beginner's mind. We just allow ourselves to be open. And we get to be curious and more humble and more open-minded. So the most important thing that I've discovered over the years of being in this teaching is that when I step into something new or walk away from something old, whatever, because they're connected, right? That it needs to be by means of divine inspiration. What I mean by that is, for me, it's not so much an ego wish or desire or resolution. Nothing wrong with the ego. We need one to survive in this world. But the more it's divinely inspired, the more I receive it from that inner voice, that intuition, that deepest knowing, the more powerful it is, and the more I am supported in demonstrating it, in experiencing it, because it just means that the small I, gets out of the way. And so we use this idea of visioning that many of you are familiar with. It's developed by Michael Beckwith, but it comes out of the works of Ernest Holmes, where we listen for divine inspiration, we ask what is ours to be, and then we let go of what's in the way. So I'm going to do a little bit of the visioning, a little bit of adaptive visioning, and then we're going to have some music. And then Laurie is going to lead us into What Must I Release with her poetry. And then we're going to have a bonfire. But because we're inside and the sprinkler is right up there, thank you, Steve, we're going to have a teeny tiny little candle, and we're going to have fly paper, which is like what magicians use, where it's really safe. You can hold it in your hands and it just poof goes away. So we're going to do that. And then we'll close with a healing treatment after that. Are you ready?
Yes. Yeah.
So for this, you need a little 2x4 card. Yeah, that one. Laurie's holding it up, not your fly paper. Everybody have one? Anybody need one? Okay, greeters, can you give one to Michelle and Anna and Grayson? And if you need a pen, there are pens as well. And so I invite you to close your eyes if you have your paper and you have a pen. And allow me to put on some music. Hold up your hands if you need a card and you need fly paper. Steve will hand them out to you. Everybody else, just close your eyes and just take a few nice, slow, deep breaths. Breathing in and out. And allowing yourself to see that blank slate, that whiteboard, blackboard, whatever it looks like. That clear open window, that blank page. allowing the answers to these questions to come in their own way without forcing them. So they may come by means of a word, a picture, an image, a color, a phrase, a thought. Just allow it, even if nothing comes. Just wait. Becoming aware that we live in a spiritual universe. That love is all there is. That love goes before us, behind us, above us, below us. That love presses in on us and calls us to be ourselves, our true selves, our essential self, our best self. And so we ask, what is God's highest vision for me? And if the word God doesn't resonate with you, change it to divine love, universe, spirit, infinite intelligence. What is its highest vision for me? For this year, for this brand new year before me. And when you feel moved, you can write it down on your card, just on your card, not on the flat paper. And those of you that are at home, you can do it any way you wish, on paper, in a journal, And just so you know, that if you do any paper burning, you can do it safely. What is God's vision for me for this whole new, brand new year? And going a little bit deeper now, we ask, how am I to shine my light? Each of us shines their light in a little bit of a different way, or a lot of a different way. And so we ask, how am I to shine my light in the world? And going a little bit deeper now, we ask, how must I grow in order for God's vision to shine through me? What must I become? How must I grow? What is asked of me in consciousness? When you feel complete, you can just put your card aside or in your pocket or your purse. If you don't feel complete, you can do this on your own, every day, if needed, for the year or the month. So we put that little card away because that is who and what you are becoming. And now we're going to explore what's in the way that we're ready to let go of. We're going to start with some music, and then Lori will come up and do her part.
So I am very grateful to be a part of this beautiful service today. The burning bowl is my favorite ritual that we do. I remember it from years ago when John and Lucy used to do it, and I love this day. So I'm really honored and grateful to be a part of it. When Reverend Frankie asked me to, of course, I was walking at Lewanika and sort of had one of those divine inspirations that she was talking about, and a poem came to me. So I'm going to share a poem with you, and then we are going to write on our fly paper what we need to release and let go of, so that we can have a greater expression of all that we intend this year. So, this is called Burning Soul. Here in this burning bowl, I celebrate the burning of my soul. As like a phoenix, I rise from the ashes into flight, knowing there's no amount of smoke that can hamper my sight of the future as I clearly envision it to be. Bring it on. Bring it on. I know it begins with me. Today, I allow the spark of the divine to ignite the clutter and the kindling of my mind. I allow new space for a new thought and build a bonfire of the past with all its vestiges and all its masks. All that I have hidden beneath the brush that has paved the way thus far, crushed under these leaves, the pages torn, and now set to blaze. To ignite the light within, let it begin. And it begins with release, with letting go, and embracing the greater you, the greater me. So let's see what's going to be lit up and let go. Today I am releasing the run and embracing the slow stroll. I am releasing the rush and embracing the pause. I am releasing the idea of being busy and embracing the concept of fullness instead. I am releasing the feeling of being crowded and embracing the openness of infinite space. I am embracing the bare trees while releasing the concept of bareness, seeing them in all the glory they are yet to be again, as in all of nature, all of life. I am embracing the excitement that masquerades as fear. I am embracing the unknown, even right here. I am embracing my face, naked and real, allowing for the expression of exactly how I feel. I am embracing the perfect pace, letting go of the need for it to be faster or slower, as I recognize it's not a race. I am embracing the absolute light within, releasing the need for shadows and darkness to cause pain or fright, knowing my light shines even brighter in the dark, and the shadows can show me the way in to heal. I embrace the fluidity of life. Like water I flow, even when frozen as in ice and snow. The essence of movement is always there, fluid, changing, evolving, without undue care. I embrace this as a metaphor for my soul, releasing whatever keeps me stuck, knowing that like water, I expand and contract, but remain inherently the same. I embrace this knowing, this truth, this absolute essence of who and what I am. So as ice forms and melts, as seasons come and go, as moons wax and wane, as time passes, these ashes come to represent the interconnectedness and eternality of life. Ashes to ashes, they say. Here, I am burning this paper, creating this ash to fertilize and grow what wants to be grown in me, as me, and through me. New life, new space, new heart, new grace. With just a slight shift in perspective and a deep letting go, I open to the miracles I know are coming my way. And so I pray and stay grateful. Burn away my soul, keep me whole.
Wow.
So now it is time for our flash paper. So I invite you to close your eyes and go within for a moment. And with the resonance of the poem I just read, and with the vision of what you intend to be in 23 that Reverend Frankie just walked us through, with that divine inspiration in mind, what is in the way? What is blocking you from being your best and highest self? Your greatest expression of spirit as you. What needs to be released? And what are you willing to release? Because some things need to be released, but we're not willing to let go of them. So right here, this is willingness. What am I willing to let go? To make space for the new. Because those things that are blocking us and taking up space, they're not allowing space for that new and grand experience, right? So you can write as little or as much as you want. Like Reverend Frankie said, the paper is not dangerous. It burns up. You can hold it till the very end.
Wow.
It burns up completely, doesn't burn your fingers, and then you can drop the ash, which is going to fertilize your new experience. And so I'm going to ask you to come up row by row, just to keep it organized. Come up along this side of the table so that the people online can see you as you burn your paper and release whatever is in the way of the best 2023 that we can all be. So with the first row, if you're ready, I'd like to come up.
You're really
Wow, that was a show. Yeah, what was that?
I get to be the magician.
There you go.
I love the floating ash. It's so nice.
Yeah, the flying ash.
Keep moving, everybody.
Keep coming, guys.
Keep coming.
There you go. Now this way. Yeah.
Howard, come on.
Will not.
There, that cinch there.
Wow. Beautiful. That looks like a butterfly floating.
No novels.
Yeah, just a short story.
It's all right, we'll have you vacuum.
I got the wireless one.
We'll just let the Roomba loose, right? Good job. It's all good.
Burn, baby.
Burn, baby, burn. And there you go.
Into the fire.
Yeah. She is the fire for all of us.
Thank you, sweetie. Oh, that was beautiful. So just think for a moment what we've let go of. All of us. Just really think for a moment what we've let go of. I can guess a few things, like mine: fear, worry, anxiety, right? Judgment, loss, pain, right? So some of them are very common, right? Because they are part of our human evolution. To transform them, to let them go. We know that there will always be a part of us in some way, shape, or form. But something happened. You let go of something today. Just remember that. You may not remember what was on your paper, but just remember that you've let go of something really big in public. Now we have it on video. Forever. So let's celebrate that. Before we do, there's still time for you to share your year-end gift if you do checks. We are very blessed. I want to thank those of you who sent a year-end gift. We have received some very generous gifts, and we're very grateful for them. There's still time if you want to do that today. You can do it online. You can do it by check. There's a basket in the back. And I have the Science of Mind magazines also available. I don't know if I told that, for the month. The brand new month, Root and Reboot. The other thing on the back of the table is a really fun 23 things for 23 that Gretchen Rubin created that I printed for myself, so I decided to share it with you. It's on the table. And those of you who haven't yet signed my guest book, my 30th celebration book, please sign it today. I'm going to take it home and turn it into a little bit of an art journal with all the cards and the blessings and the gifts. So please sign that. That would be great. So let us close now with the healing treatment, I think. Yes, that's it, right? Thank you, Laurie, for your amazing poem. What?
Yes.
Great. So great. We're happy to send it to you if anybody wants it, right? All right, so let's know this. Let's know together that we stand in the light of Spirit as we move into this new year, this new way of being who we are. We already know that we will not be the same person this time next year. And so we trust that what we wrote down on our papers truly has been released, has already been transformed, is already filled with gifts and opportunities to practice our vision. I know that each of us are supported by the universe itself and by the universal law itself to demonstrate that highest vision and to be guided and blessed and loved and graced and embraced every step of the way. So we know this not just for ourselves, but we know it for each other. And we trust that the healing presence of Spirit itself, being everywhere in everyone all the time, truly is lifting everyone on this beautiful planet up, as well as the planet itself, moving us towards the deepest, the greatest healing possible. And so in the letting go of whatever is in the way, we simply trust universal law to demonstrate for us not only our vision, but whatever it is that we decided to let go of. And so it is.
And so it is.
So what I'd like to close with is if anybody wants to shout out one or two words from their vision as a way to close. Just shout it out. Grace.
Transformation.
Transformation.
Expansion.
Expansion.
Creativity.
Creativity.
Spontaneity.
Spontaneity.
Sharing. Be the good.
Be the good.
Sharing.
Sharing.
Loving.
Loving.
Joy.
Joy.
Creativity.
Creativity.
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
Releasing.
Releasing.
Growth.
Growth.
Abundance.
Abundance.
Thriving.
Thriving.
Wealth.
So let's celebrate that and each other. Have a beautiful new day, new month, and new year. We'll close with some music.
Seems like nothing's going right. There are nights so cold. You're just praying for the light.
Lori, you're a gifted poet.
There are times when you think that there's no going on. You're convinced that you're not that strong. Just then, the day like this comes along. So celebrate your life today. Great and joyful things have come your way. Love with all your heart and soul today. Know that God has made you whole. There will never be a better day than today to celebrate.